So today I'm going to figure out how to take this thing apart because nobody will tell you how to do it on the internet. This is a Whammy 5th generation. There's plenty of instructions for the 4th generation, but there's a bit of a difficulty in getting these apart, and there's a little metal post that's a little bit troublesome. So I'm gonna give it a go, see if I can figure this one out. I've gotten some recent instruction that's been helpful, so we'll see if it works. Start by removing these jacks on the sides here. It is a 7/16 little dingus. Let's see if I can find the dingus to show you. Not that it matters. You can look up 7/16, but oh yeah, there it is, 7/16. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Gotta do this thing, you know? Gotta do it. Oh, that didn't really take much, did it? You just pop that puppy right off there. Let's do the other side. Just loosen it, a smoosh. Just a smoosh. Now we're talking. So the problem I'm gonna try and fix here is that this encoder sucks. I'm actually turning this left right here. Sometimes it'll go left, sometimes it'll go right. It's very unpredictable. So I was able to order a replacement part from Digitech. I'll kind of post a link to how I did that. I kind of forget how I did it. It's been a while, but that's the plan. Gonna replace this little encoder knob here, see if it fixes that problem. So next I'll pull off these little boogers right here with an Allen wrench. There is one, let's see here, there's a few of them. 2, 3, and then there's, let's see here, 4, and last one down here, 5. So I'm just gonna pull those off real quick. Let's see if I can do that here. Okay, next I'll try and just take this little dingus off here. This is a 9/16. 9/16. Take that little buddy off. And you got a little O-ring here. It's kind of hard to get, especially when you're rolling camera. But you know, just pretend like the camera's not there. That's what you do. You gotta not worry about it too much. It's just YouTube. Okay, that's off. Now we've got a couple of screws here, so I'm gonna try and get this one. That's how I use my finger. And we got another one over here. Gonna take care of that one. And I think that's it for screws, so we'll give that a go. So, got a screwdriver. That's what this is. In case you haven't seen one of these before, this is a Phillips head screwdriver. And I don't actually think I need this necessarily yet, but we'll just do this. Verbal processing. Okay. Oh, got it. Yep. There we go. Pop that over there. And this guy right here. All right. Let's see if I can figure out how to take this thing off now. There is this little switch right here, and I might need to take this thing off the top, but I'm gonna try it without real quick and just see what happens. So I'm gonna try and pull this straight up. We'll go from there. Maybe I'll reposition the camera. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of pull this apart a little bit, take a little peek-see in here. So that switch is attached to the top. I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Getting some resistance at the bottom. So what I can see right here is that all these plugs are kind of holding back this top portion. Okay? So you've got this DC in jack, you've got the output and the input jack. I'm going to try and just scoot those away from the side plates so that this whole thing can kind of like come up off here. So let's see here. This might take a while. Okay, so here's the real glory right here. This side with the meaty jack on it, you want to get that side out first.
Daddy.
Yeah. Here. Oh, thank you.
Because I hate them and you love them.
Sure. I got a ring pop. Dialed in. So I was able to sneak this 1/4-inch jack inside the input and just use that to kind of pop this side up first. You get this side up first. Basically, you get everything. This whole thing kind of comes out together. So you don't have to unscrew this bad boy. Don't have to do this. I mean, I'm going to do that because I have to replace a component on this PCB, but once I do that, I'm golden. So yeah, that's how you get this thing apart. So now I'm going to take this knob off and this little guy. This comes off pretty easy. Just, wow, there you are. Grab that, set it aside. I think that just pops straight up. And this comes off. Okay, so I'm gonna replace this guy, the encoder. Okay. So this comes out pretty easy. Let's see, I have to show you that it comes out pretty easy. Ugh. Okay, there it is. All these lights just kind of pop through there. So now I've got to, let's see here. Got to desolder these joints right here. Oops, these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those right there. And that should give me this encoder right here. So I'm gonna do that. Here we go. Okay, let's do this thing. So I've got my soldering gun here. Gun, iron, whatever the fuck, you know, fuck it. Relax. I'm just gonna tin this bad boy with a little bit of solder, and it's gonna help me to conduct the heat to this puppy. Alright, can't see it, but off screen I got this little thingy thing, and I'm like putting this in here, my soldering iron in here to like clean it off. So that's happening. It's the behind the scenes magic. I've got this thing. It's kind of like got this plunger, and it's a solder sucker. Sucks solder once you get it all heated up and going here. So the idea is I'm going to melt this solder so I can replace this silly thing. So I'm gonna do that. I just put my soldering iron on here, and heating this up. Loosen the solder joint. It's taking its sweet little time. Okay, so getting that solder off was brutal, but we did it. It happened. I did a real bad job soldering this back on, but I just tested this and it works. Got the new encoder on there, so now it's time to put it back together. Okay, so here's the real moment of truth. Put the thing all back together, and I hope it works. Okay, here we go. Plugging it in. Lights go on. All right, work. Oh yeah. Look at that predictable motion. Wonderful. Works like the Whammy 4 I used to have before this one. So that's it. If you have the same problem where the knob on your Whammy 5 is kind of really jumpy, that's how you fix it. You replace the encoder. Or if you just need to know how to take the thing apart, it's pretty tricky, but not if you know that basically the printed circuit board is just attached to the top plate, and if you know which side to take out first, which is the MIDI side, if you can get that side up first, then the 9-volt DC side comes out pretty easily. That's how you take apart a Whammy 5.